everybody. Welcome to the show with yours truly, Aunt T-Roy. What up, T?
Hey, buddy.
How are you, pal?
Oh, happy Friday, sir.
Yeah. Again, we almost never do a Friday show.
Oh, never. I don't. quite a record we got going on here.
What is this, like 5 Fridays in a row?
I think so. Yeah.
Something like that. Yesterday was my fault. I actually had a show semi-prepped, but it was getting late, and I was gone all day. So I was like, you know what, T, let's just do a show tomorrow. So
And here we are.
Hey, as long as we get the shows in,
It's all that matters.
we're good.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Goes off into the ether anyway, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like it's live and then it's gone.
No, it's going to stick around forever.
We could do a show at midnight if we wanted to.
Oh, I love doing that shit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. When you're your own bosses, who cares?
Exactly.
What a gorgeous day, man. I can't believe the string of days we're having.
Quite a stretch, yeah.
And it's going to be like this for another week, I think.
Yeah,
before
well, it cools a
down.
little bit. I mean, we've been flirting with 90 for the last
Dude,
few
it's
days.
93 upstairs.
Yeah.
I just looked.
But yeah, it goes down like mid-70s, which is nice.
Yeah. What do you like fishing in?
Well, it depends. I don't like too hot because just standing on the boat, the beating down sun.
Yeah,
too
but that's
hot's
what
crazy.
the fucking alcohol's for.
Yeah, and then you forget how hot it is and you get burnt to shit and things
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, give me like between 75 and 80 all day long. Oh, what the hell?
I don't know. It was up there a second ago.
Yeah, it switched. It switched back on its own somehow. What happened there?
There we are. Hi, everybody.
Weird. I
know
didn't
what?
even touch it.
Remind me, we got to lower my camera just a hair.
Okay,
I got
yeah.
too much space up here.
Sure. Well, get taller.
I should. Although if I stand up, then I
That
sort
doesn't
of.
happen. Can't your chair go up like a big boy?
I think it's all the way up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I blame it
need
on
a-
Travis.
I need a
Travis was over
booster.
here. He readjusted the cameras because we had to pan out for both of us to be on that camera.
Yeah.
So that's Travis.
Yes.
Under the bus again.
Yeah.
One step forward, 2 steps back.
Always. Hey, you know what? It sounds normal in my headphones.
It sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sounds as good as it ever sounds.
Looks like shit, but it sounds great.
Yeah. Well, I think it was I think it was yesterday. Travis called me and was like, "Hey, can you pop down to the studio? I want to check something and work on something." But he's always comparing our audio. Like he'll listen to multiple podcasts, like big ones,
Yeah.
Rogan and stuff, and he's like, "Audio's fucking spot on."
Yeah, we're
you guys sound great.
I'll tell you, those shows last week with Massey and Jimmy Bones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sitting here listening to it in the cans is one thing.
Yeah.
And then I listened to them back to see how it came across, like in the car.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, sounds so good.
Yeah.
Sounds really good, man.
Yeah,
Props to the nerds.
It's the nerds. It's the Apollo, and both.
I guess
Jimmy,
Massey and Jimmy both have a little something to do with that too. But
Yeah, I was just gonna say both.
but we
of
can make
them
them sound like shit if we were hacked up over there too.
Or if it was just you and I, and it's like, I don't know, boys, plug yourselves in. It wouldn't. But yeah, I'm very happy about that and proud of that our nerds have come through
Yeah.
and making that audio as good as it is. Like I've said 1,000 times, my dad reaching out to me and going, that shit sounds as good as anything on the web, and knowing
That is high praise, the highest of praise.
knowing what his
an
ear is
audiophile.
like, he's like the biggest audiophile nerd
Mm-hmm.
in the world. He just is, and he can hear everything.
Is that the proper term, audiophile?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes it sound weird, dirty, like he fucks speakers or
Yeah.
something. Just making sure.
Yeah. I mean, if
He
you look
likes
at it
listening
like,
to people fuck or something. Maybe I was using it totally wrong.
dude, that's funny. Yeah. If you're like pedophile, it's like, oh, fucks kids. Audiophile, fuck speakers. He'll love that.
Crank the bass and do that porthole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, tweeter. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come all over the speakers. Yeah, a lot to get to today. I'm going to test you. We got some nice deer T-Roys
Okie dokie.
to go. And first, why don't we start off,
You should do that.
bang this out. The weather has flipped. I would agree, it has. I absolutely love this.
Happy Pride Month, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we weren't here on the first.
We did not get, well, that's why we were off yesterday. We were celebrating proper.
Yeah. We had to hang trans flags,
All the flags,
and
yeah.
gay flags.
There's
all
so
over the
many
yard.
now, it takes a whole day.
Yeah, it takes a couple days, really. We're not fully done yet with all of our pride flag hanging and whatnot, so we'll get on that. But the weather has flipped, so it's time for Zott Ford's summer savings event. The warm weather brings hot deals and superior savings, making now the best time to take advantage of the deep discounts on the remaining 2022s in stock. Plus, Zott Ford has 0% financing on tons of inventory, including Ford Escape, Edge, Explorer, Expedition, F-150s. How about this? Zott Ford is also bringing back their much-loved sign and drive lease. Yes, the sign and drive lease is back. For example, lease a new 23 Ford Explorer below $450 a month, sign and drive, or lease a new 23 Ford Bronco Sport below $480 a month, also sign and drive. Finally, lease a new 23 Ford F-150 below $490 a month, and you guessed it, sign and drive. Last but not least, our friends at Zott may not have the grammatical wisdom of our boy T-Roy, but they do have the military trifecta, which means if you're active military, a veteran, or first responder, Zott says thank you with an additional $1,000 savings. So go check out all the details, plus Zott's summer savings and incredible inventory at dealsinthed.com. And I'd be remiss if we didn't mention radiofor1.com.
Keep it rolling.
You can get merch there, Amazon link, Amazon Canada. I actually used our Amazon link today.
Congratulations. What'd you get?
Well, no, I take that back. I tried to.
Oh, boy.
I was trying to get, I like these stupid like undershirts, and my white ones are just trashed. They're Ralph Lauren. I've worn them forever because I just like the fit of them, the way they feel. And so I tried to order a 3-pack of just white shirts, but they were sold out.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, so must be very, very popular.
Yeah, I know, right? So I did go to our website, radiofor1.com, and clicked our Amazon link, but then it wasn't available.
Okay.
But then I did. Well, never mind. I won't even get into that. Anyways, Amazon link is there. Amazon Canada is there. My Pillow. Go just use our promo code TDC. Shop away as normal. And Lindell's got all kinds of great deals going on right now with the slippers and the slides, and obviously the pillows. The My Pillow 2.0 is
strong.
Great. I like it.
Keeps me cool.
Yeah.
Does not seem to get as hot.
Are you using it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I am too, and I really like it. I'm sure it's a personal choice.
Well, of course, Pillow's a very personal choice.
Exactly. Groupon is also there, and a link to our Patreon page. So we'll do some exclusive content this weekend at some point. Yeah. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. I can't tell you, T, how much I enjoy videos, and I don't care if it's Bruce Springsteen or Kelsey Grammer or our dipshit president. Anytime someone wipes out,
oh, it's great stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
And he's the gift that keeps giving. I mean,
there's a history there for sure.
What is that? Is it like 4 or 5 wipeouts?
Well, there was 4 or 5 just on the steps alone. But if we want to count that as one incident.
Yeah. They're trying to give him. Did you see the? Yeah. There's the bike. There's one that happened yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay. I still haven't seen that. I heard something about it.
It's great. That's a good one.
I feel
also
like there's another one I'm forgetting, but I don't know what it is.
There's one in Japan from just a couple weeks ago where he's walking down steps, and he trips, and unbelievably he catches himself. But they're like, "Oh, look at it!" And I'm like, that doesn't count. I mean, he caught his foot or whatever, but he didn't go down.
Yeah. I try not to make fun of people because I can trip on a penny.
Yeah, me too.
So
yeah, it's funny. You almost have like a Kaiser Sose, like pimp limp as your foot drags behind you almost.
Yeah.
Kind
of a Walking Dead type thing. But it's for as much as I trip on shit, because I trip on shit a lot. Literally, I can trip on a penny on the fucking ground, like with that foot drag.
I don't recall seeing you trip very much.
I trip on stuff a lot, but it's amazing how infrequently I go down. Very rarely, yeah.
I was talking to my folks about this yesterday. I happened to call them, and I was talking. I don't know why we were talking about wiping out, but I'm like, you just take it for granted. Like when I was a kid, I rolled. Do you remember how often I rolled my ankles?
Oh yeah.
Like literally every time we played hoops.
Yep.
And I would just roll an ankle, and it would fucking blow up. It'd be black and purple, horrible. But I very rarely went down. It was like I could roll that thing and still have enough leg strength, core strength to catch myself. Now, I'm like you, dude. Trip over a penny.
Yeah.
And going down. And it's like.
But that's the opposite. I don't go down.
But I would.
Yeah, I stumble on shit. I trip on shit all the time, but I manage somehow to save it. It's especially at work. People are like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Well, you're strong.
yeah," but there's still something going on down there. I had one I guess it was probably a year ago now. I just ate full shit. I'm walking out of work and I got my backpack, which is like 80 fucking pounds
Yeah,
of
it's
tools,
heavy.
heavy as shit. I got my lunch box. I got I had another like drill case and stuff in my hand, hard hat and shit on. And I'm walking. I took a step and I just caught the curb. Didn't get that foot up far enough. No way to catch myself. Nothing. An 80-pound backpack on my back. I just went full yard sale. Shit went everywhere. And of course, I was in front. Everybody was behind me. Everybody saw it.
Oh no!
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the first time hearing about this.
Yeah, well, I don't talk a lot about that
brag
stuff.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm being vulnerable right now.
Well, I talk about it a lot. Like that winter I had. It was
Yeah.
last winter, right? Or was it the winter before?
Yeah.
Whatever it was, I could not have eaten more shit. 4 times went down, and it was ice, but still.
It had to be 2 winters ago.
Yeah, maybe. But I've dealt with ice, most of my life and never eaten shit. I did once at a girlfriend's house.
You know what that 2 year? You know what that was probably? You're a little more top heavy back then.
Oh, I was.
So maybe that throws your stability off a bit.
For sure. But that was like straight up foot on ice, and then it's just gone. You're like,
Those are hard to save.
yeah, yeah. I actually thought about getting some like snowshoes or whatever with the spikes on them, just for the dead of winter when I got to take her out front. Because
Or we just salt.
yeah, yeah. But
that too.
you can't salt the whole grass though, which is where I really bit it hard. But anyways, Biden wiped out on stage while handing out diplomas to the Air Force Academy cadets in Colorado. So they're pointing out now the White House Communications Director, Ben LeBolt, tweeted out, he's fine. There was something on stage as he was shaking hands, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, whatever. It's always a perfect excuse. He does turn around and point at something, like someone tripped him. And so I saw on Twitter someone had like an arrow pointing to it, and then Trump, like he's blaming Trump, like,
Yeah.
Trump over there did it.
It might have had to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's his fault for everything else.
Right. All right. You might want to X out that whatever that is on the bottom there.
Oh,
But
we don't want any of that stuff.
that bullshit.
Your ads. All right.
All right. You ready?
Let's see. Yeah, I have not seen this yet, so.
Okay. Do you want to start with the progression? Watch him trip upstairs.
No.
And
Let's
the
see.
bike.
Let's see the new one, and
Okay.
then we'll go back and go to the highlight reel.
Okay. Looking good. Totally
Yeah.
got this under control.
Oh boy. So what was there? What did he catch? The monitor there? Is that something?
See,
What?
there's a sandbag of some sort over there. He's like, yeah, Trump did it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, darn great. Whoop.
Yeah, I'd like to see a far away angle so we can see a little more. These guys walking out. Oh yeah, sandbag right there. I mean, you got to be a little more aware of your surroundings here.
Yeah.
But there's something in the middle of the floor you don't expect. You're making eye contact with people. You're going to shake a hand there, but it's a big black sandbag in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
You got to be able to see that shit too.
Yeah.
So
it's just hilarious. Here's what he's doing. When you see him going up the stairs and eating shit 3 times.
yeah. What I will
I still
say
want
is
that on a shirt, by the way.
what I will say is he jumps right back up. I mean, for 80, where the fuck he is.
Well, he's got 3 guys grabbing him to pick him
I
up.
understand, but I mean, you could take a hip out real easy at that age.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, didn't he break his foot a couple years ago too? Remember, he got out of the shower. He was nude, trying to pet a puppy. He claimed.
Oh,
and his puppy took him down.
Was it his daughter?
No, it wasn't his much too old daughter.
Oh, okay.
Who was like 14 when he was. I don't know if he was banging her or just showering with her, but she blames that for her sex addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Which is cool.
shall we go to the highlight reel?
Yeah.
Just keep the
and just see which one's our favorite. It's got to be falling up the stairs 3 times.
That one could be there, but I need a better angle of it. Like, you just really don't get to see him fall. You don't get to see his face. You don't see
Which one? This
one we
one
just
or-
watched,
okay.
the sandbag.
Yeah.
From the side, I'd like to see that. Really see him eat shit there. There's got to be other angles of that. There's a
Yeah,
million
everybody's
cameras
filming
on that.
everything. You've
Yeah.
got to think that they're out there. what I think he's trying to do, he's trying to let people know, hey, I'm young and hip.
Yep.
So he's always kind of got a little jog to him, or he's trying to hip skip and upstairs
Or figure out where he is.
Yeah.
One of the two.
And so he's constantly eating shit, but he wants to hey, yeah, you can vote for me. I'm just going for a light jog here in the on the East Lawn. But all right, let's watch him tackle these stairs. He doesn't need a railing.
This is fantastic, by the
Yeah.
way. It's pretty windy.
Yeah,
Look at
they
those-
said
look-
the wind
Look,
blowed
it's
him.
blowing them off to the side there. Yeah. Oh, wait,
we
watch
got
that
it.
one.
No
Yep.
problem.
Oh, watch
Oh,
that
shit.
one.
Oh,
boy.
shit.
Oh, all right. Hold on. All right, hold on. Got this.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
No problem.
Got
No
it.
problem.
Okay.
What are the odds anyone even see that?
Yeah.
Probably nothing.
Well, and in that, yes.
Yeah. Salute,
Okey-dokey,
asshole.
With your mask on. Oh, God bless. I wonder, too, like those dress shoes, man, they can be slick.
Yeah.
On the bottom. Very, very slickery. If you don't rough the bottoms up on those.
Yeah.
So some carpet going upstairs like that, I could see where that could lose a little traction.
Remember when Trump did that, and people made fun of him a ton because he was on that ramp, that metal ramp, and it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of like inching his way down it, and they're like, look at this fucking loser. He could barely walk, blah, blah, blah. He was interviewed last night for the full hour on Hannity. And they
Trump
were
was?
talking. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was in Iowa in front of people
Oh, it was town hall kind of thing?
Exactly.
All right.
and Hannity is such a douchebag, but he's like,
Yeah. But at least that's a fucking home court as opposed to the
yes,
Leslie Stahl.
yeah,
Or whatever.
This is not true, Mr.
Or who was the last one that just did it? It wasn't Stahl
CNN.
again.
It was the CNN broad
twat.
But he's trying to get him to make fun of Biden for eating shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, did you see him wipe out again? What do you think of his cognitive blood? He's just the same broken record shit over and over. And Trump's like, here's the deal. I actually called Sean. Most people don't know this. And I said, you know what? It's sad. Leave the guy alone. It's not funny. It's not helping me. It's not helping you to be making fun of him. And I'm like, holy, who the fuck is this guy?
Could you imagine if they got to Trump and he actually fucking turns it down a little bit and comes into this thing like with a whole new attitude, humble, still going to have a little swagger to it. Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, let's stop with the bullshit. Your fucking wife's ugly, Ted. You've got a dog wife, and stupid shit like that. Rosie O'Donnell ate all the cake.
That one's okay in my book.
Well, I understand, but you know what I mean.
I'm really fond of that
let's
one.
stick to the politics. Do your thing, but let's try and be a little classier here. We've looked at the numbers, and where you're really failing here is all this garbage that you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you could just get rid of this, and this, and not look like such a douchebag most of the time with a lot of this stuff, you could probably fucking run away with this thing.
Yeah.
Now, whether that works or not, but could you imagine?
Well, it's funny you say that because Hannity even asked him last night, like, I get so many people that ask me because they know I know you and I talk to you, like, is he going to be able? Why can't he just tone it down with the stupid tweets or calling someone a fucking ugly and all that kind of stuff? And Trump's just like, look, it got me elected because I punch back. I never punch first. Blah blah blah. So that's kind of his attitude.
Yeah.
But I think it. Whether it matters at all. Look. Anybody that's like on the left is never going to vote for him no matter what.
Doesn't matter.
He could cure every disease known to man, and they're
it's the independents that decide.
It's white
the
women
elections.
and independents,
Right.
And so if he could tone things down just a hair,
it might be too little, too late, even if he does. But you come through these debates and you come out of this stuff like making people kind of go, maybe I don't hate him as much, If you come out and you pick up right where you left off and you give everybody the reason to go, oh, yeah, I fucking hate this guy. That's right. Now I remember.
Yeah.
But if you kind of give it just make them think a little bit. It's be interesting to see. But I don't think it'll happen.
I don't either, although I was a little surprised at that. He says some of the dumbest shit sometimes, Trump. And last night was no different, where he's like, you just can't have it. You can't be wiping out. You can't fall down. It just can't happen. You can't do it, And I'm like, dude, people fall. I mean, yes, it's funny because he's 80 and, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, I historically go back through time. I mean, has this guy fallen more than every other president combined?
Yeah,
Damn near.
probably.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but I can't think off the top of my head. I mean, this is obviously recent memory, which is why. But I don't remember anybody else falling and eating shit.
Remember how much shit they gave?
But like, if Obama fell, nobody would think twice about it because he's young. He was, you know what I mean, athletic. Like it would just be an anomaly.
Remember how much shit they gave George W. Bush for pushing on a pull door?
Oh yeah,
and like that was like the closest thing.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't remember Reagan or Bush, either of the Bushes wiping them. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
And all of them do dumb shit or say something stupid.
And I mean, individually, in a vacuum, you can make, even this bike one we'll watch here, you can make, you can kind of justify, because this one I remember watching and we really kind of dissected it. Yeah. And like his foot gets kind of caught on the pedal, or he's got those little like toe guards. And he goes to take his foot like off straight to the side off the pedal, which normally you would without the stupid fucking toe guards.
Yeah.
And he goes to just take his foot off, but it's not there. You got to pull it back to go out. And in that fucking second, it's too late. You're already going down. It's too late to catch it. You can't save it. So
they took those off the next day too.
I believe it. Like, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's stupid to even hang on there, to be honest with you. And maybe they put it on because they were afraid he's going to fucking foot's going to fall off while he's riding. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I said, individually, you can kind of justify every one of these. Like that one. He's walking out. He's making eye contact with somebody. There's a fucking sandbag in the middle of the thing. You can see it.
Yeah.
He doesn't just like fall. He trips on the sandbag.
Yeah.
So in a vacuum, you can justify them all.
But it's just
there's
too
just
much.
too many of them.
It's too many. It's too many. I know. I'd love to see one fully, like first step off Air Force One and just the whole way down.
Yeah. Just like this, he's got it pretty good. He's got it going. Stops. Yep. And then, like I said, we watched another angle of this where but that's exactly what it was, where he tried to take his foot. He did everything right. He tried to take his foot just straight out to the side, but it got caught in that toe guard.
Do you think he feels like a dipshit whenever this happens?
I mean, on some level, you would think you have to. I mean, everybody feels like a dick when they do something stupid.
Yeah.
I mean,
you ever walk into a glass door that you didn't see or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I remember my sister would have been really little, 5 years old, 6 years old, and was walking through the mall holding my dad's hand. And she's not paying attention. And this is pre-cell phones, so she's not burying it. But she's a little girl. She's not paying much attention, and he's walking her, and she just walks right into a fucking pillar.
Oh.
One of those, floor to ceiling.
Womp, womp.
Just boom, and down she goes.
Right?
And
Man,
happens to the best of us.
That's more Bob's fault, I think. Pay attention to your kid.
Maybe. Yeah. I still find it funny, though.
Oh, every time. Yeah. No doubt. Every time. I mean, it just happens that he's giving us plenty of fodder.
Yeah.
But we just made fun of Kelsey Grammer. We just made fun of Bruce Springsteen.
Yep.
No one is exempt.
Yeah.
You eat shit, we will make fun of you.
Who's the guy in Cuba? Who is that dude? Castro wiping out. You want to see if you can find that video? Have you ever seen that?
I don't think so.
I believe there's a video of Castro.
The new Castro or the old Castro?
The old
Fidel?
one. Yeah, Fidel. Fidel Castro falls on stage or something. I want to say there's great video of him just absolutely eating shit. And I'm sure he killed someone over it afterwards, Whoever supplied the staircase or the stage.
Well, all right. Hold on.
Is it pulling up? Am I remembering it correctly?
I think so. Let's see. I got. Does that look right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. But it's like a minute. I don't know what happens here.
All right, unmute it.
All right.
Let's see.
Translation, please.
Hasta la victoria siempre.
Yeah, good speech. You nailed it. All right. Nailed it. Walk off stage like a pro. You got this. Done this a million times.
Notes, have a sip of water, pinky out, classy as fuck.
Yep. That's the guy that's going to handshake with the elbow grab.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's straight shit. Yeah.
Can you tell what he did wrong there?
Oh, just missed the step.
Missed the step.
Just looking into the
Classic.
distance. Yeah, classic misstep. I mean, never even saw that one coming.
It's a 4-inch drop. And look what it does to when your mind is
Yeah, you
not
never even
realizing
see
it.
Yeah, let's go. I gotta watch that one again. That's fucking. Oh, boy. Oh yeah. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, that's fantastic.
He probably had every one of those people murdered.
Yeah. Whoever built those steps,
Yeah.
your whole family is dead.
Look at the confidence. Can we watch that one more time? The stride. He's got it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
dude.
like there's a confidence in
Fucking
his stride.
swagger for sure, man.
Like he knows he killed it with his speech,
Yep.
obviously, and it's like,
Do-do-do-do-do.
yeah, boom,
Ah,
oh,
boom. Oh boy. And I mean, these people can't get to his fucking aid fast enough.
30 of them. Look at all these people. What are you doing, Johnny? Come lately. He's
Yeah.
running in after the fact.
Yeah, well, because you need to. You don't want him to ever go back to the tape and be like, "Why didn't you help me up, motherfucker?"
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Right?
You don't ever want that. I was too far away, sir. I ran as fast as I could. I promise.
People are jumping out of their fucking 57 Coupe de Villes. They're all over Cuba to go help his ass out. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Keep him coming, Joe. Keep him coming, buddy.
Yeah.
One of these days, he's gonna hurt himself.
Yeah. Well, he broke his foot the one time, but you're right. A hip's going to go at some point.
I mean, that was in the shower, that was at home.
Yeah.
Which again, who knows how that actually happened? But
Yeah.
there's always these weird injuries that happen to people at home.
Yeah, exactly. And he's no different.
Nope.
I did, let's see, where did I have this story? I was going to ask you if you were interested at all in seeing, and I don't have the pictures up because the site kept crashing, but,
What are you looking for?
well, there's a new website that someone put out, speaking of the Bidens. And,
Oh yeah, Hunter's laptop or whatever, something like that.
yeah, Hunter, what's it called? BidenLaptopMedia.com.
So just Biden or Hunter?
Just Biden,
Okay.
Laptop Media.
It was crashing, huh?
Yeah. So many people were trying to look at these dick pics and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you have any interest in seeing any of those? Like 10,000 photos?
No, I really don't give a shit about the pictures on there, really.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's anything actually weirdly incriminating.
Well, the big
this
guy.
This one even
Yeah.
I can't even try to go to it. Not that it won't load. Like I click on the link
Yeah.
and it won't even. Oh, it's been scrubbed. Or
Oh,
whatever.
really?
I mean, dude, I can't even look at.
That's Google.
Yeah. All right.
So-
yeah. I'm a DuckDuckGo it.
Yeah, it'll pop right up on
I'm gonna
DuckDuckGo,
fucking
probably.
know it. Yeah.
Garrett Ziegler told Fox News that it took engineers on the site
boy.
a couple of months to redact obscene content from thousands of photos
Oh, wait a
spanning
minute.
from.
Oh, it loaded.
Wait, are they telling me that that these are censored? That they blacked it out? Like, if you're gonna have a,
It loaded.
did it really? Can you see any of the pictures?
A laptop.
I mean, I wouldn't mind
7,000
seeing-
photos in the laptop, and then 1,800 in the iPhone backup
Okay.
are the options here.
So wouldn't you like to see nude photos of? Well, you know, I mean, if you got to see Hunter's cock and balls, he's proud of that.
Again, no. In all honesty, no, because that is irrelevant.
Yeah.
That means nothing to me.
What about Haley Biden nude smoking crack?
No. Again, that's irrelevant to me.
Yeah.
That's nothing that interests me on this laptop.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yeah. As far as actual like, what should matter to the nation?
Emails,
I agree with
things
you
like that.
100%.
Those are the things I actually care about. I care about somebody's fucking private pictures. No.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I don't give a shit to watch them. I think it's kind of. They shouldn't even be out. I mean, if he's smoking crack, I guess one thing, because technically it's
and the
illegal,
gun
but,
pictures because he's a felon. He's not allowed to have a gun.
Fine, that stuff. But
I wouldn't mind seeing Haley Biden, who was married to his brother Bo, and then as soon as Bo died, she jumped right in the sack with crackhead.
yep.
And
yeah.
if we could see her nude smoking crack,
these are censored, by the way.
Oh, really? So it's pulling up.
I have all the stuff right here.
Shit. It's remarkable. I mean, don't know anyone that takes more nude pictures of themselves.
Way to have fucking the big guy right up on top
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh no, that's Pedo Pete.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Exactly. That's in his phone.
Boy,
yeah,
he loves
yeah.
the pic of himself, doesn't he?
Sure.
The,
Oh,
the
yeah,
straight on cracked out look.
Yep. But yeah, all the cock and all the nudie ones are fucking censored out.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's why it took him months to that. I don't like that. You know,
What's all this? What are these? X-rays or something?
I don't know. Yeah, click on one of those.
What do we got going on here? Is this something stuck up the butt? What are we doing here? Is this not? Can I not open them up? There's a serious lag.
That's smoke, dude.
Oh,
that's him
that might
smoking
be-
crack in the garage.
Yeah, that's right. You're just
Remember those?
Yep, that's right. Jesus, look at that. Just plenty of smoke.
Oh, look at that ass up there. That's a gigundous asshole, right?
Oh, that one
To the right. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's spread.
Is that a chick or is that him?
I bet that's a chick. Would be my guess.
Oh, there's just pages.
That does not
and
look like.
pages.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say it because that ain't 7,000. But again, we timed out. Womp womp.
Oh no. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
They're
no,
all
that's
blurred out anyways.
Exactly. And again, like I said, I have no interest in seeing someone's personal photos. That's
Yeah.
That's irrelevant to whatever is going on. Dude's a fucking crackhead. He's a sex fucking fiend.
Yeah.
Crushing puss. Good for him. You know.
I thought these guys were a little disingenuous too. The Garrett Ziegler. The number one thing we're about is truth and transparency. If the American people want to know what their first family is like, they're gonna get it. And we're not going to be taking out photos that paint the Bidens in good light. They keep crashing the servers going in and out, but all the pictures are up and hundreds of thousands of people have already seen them. We must not let them silence us. He said the photo project would display images chronologically and cover a large swath. We're not Republican activists. This is where I think it's kind of bullshit. None of us are registered Republicans. In fact, I loved and still love Trump precisely because he wasn't a standard Republican. So this is not a hit job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Of course it's not.
Yeah. We're going to keep all the photos that paint the Bidens in good light and keep all the photos that paint the Bidens in bad light. The American people can judge for themselves what they think about their first family.
You don't have to be. I mean, the reality is that this is, I mean, aside from, again, the nudie pics and all that shit, kind of irrelevant. That stuff doesn't have any real business in being out there.
No.
Anything that's relevant to anything illegal, again, even the pictures of him with a gun or smoking crack, whatever.
Dude, it's the big guy.
Exactly.
Period.
That's what we care about.
Pull that thread. That's the only one people should care
That's
about.
all I care about. I don't want to know about.
No one believes you.
I
want
to know about all the
about
other shit.
that. They don't believe when people say, "Dude, it's not about Hunter's dick pics."
No, that's just an easy cop out. Oh, you just want to see his dick pic. Yeah. No, not even close.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even care if her fucking nudie pics. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's not what I have zero interest in that whatsoever.
Yeah.
I
like looking at pictures like that.
But that's an easy way to dismiss. Like there's nothing else there. The only thing you could possibly want to see is somebody's fucking naked pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's it for sure.
Right.
I don't care. Delete all that stuff. I could give a fuck about it. I want the meat and potatoes. That's what I want, not the twig and berries.
What's fun though is watching Hunter smoke crack, and he can't even focus. He's looking into the camera, and he's so fucking cracked out. And they've mirrored that with Joe Biden, just fucking at the bully pulpit going, if someone's found with a nickel size of crack, they should go to prison. Not on the streets. They should go to prison for years. And he's just sitting there in the garage, smoking. And you're just like, yeah, that to me is funny.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, there's comedy to it, right? But like I said,
and there's something fun about looking at the background in a photo, and going, oh my God, does he have a pair of leopard fucking panties, man panties, thong on the ground? Oh my God, look at this guy spilling crack on the ground with next to his leopard panties.
Yeah,
You're
just
like,
a shit show.
Just a shit show. Yeah, it's funny. Interesting. The documentary that we both really enjoyed, What is a Woman?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit the 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
And
I saw they were putting it out.
yeah, on Twitter. So the Daily Wire, who Matt Walsh works for, Daily Wire being Ben Shapiro, Jeremy Boring, The Daily Wire sought a deal to stream Matt Walsh's What is a Woman for the documentary's one-year anniversary. Twitter responded enthusiastically out the gate, even offering the Daily Wire a package to purchase a whole page for Twitter users to view the film. That changed after the platform asked to view a screening of the film. After reviewing it, Twitter let us know that not only could we no longer purchase the package they offered, they would no longer provide us any support and would actually limit the reach of the film and label it as hate conduct because of misgendering. Elon Musk said, this was a mistake by many people at Twitter.
Which was the mistake?
Them
censoring it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Elon, this is your baby now.
Yeah. He wasn't even in the country, though. So it was like all the minions did this. I guess there are two scenes in the movie.
Where he refuses to call someone by their preferred pronouns.
Yes, exactly. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was because you might even remember it. Well, it doesn't really matter. But there was a guy that refused to call his daughter his son or something like that. You know, it's like, oh, wow. Make sure we ban this from ever.
Yeah, nobody can ever see the rest of the movie because of that.
This was a mistake by many people at Twitter. Elon said it is definitely allowed. Whether or not you agree with using someone's preferred pronouns, not doing so is at most rude, certainly breaks no laws. I should note that I do personally use someone's preferred pronouns just as I use someone's preferred name, simply from the standpoint of good manners. However, for the same reason I object to rude behavior, ostracism, or threats of violence if the wrong pronoun or name is used. I object to rude behavior. I think I said that right.
Yeah.
So Twitter was, it says that he was in China. The people running the platform were threatening to brand the documentary as hate speech and restrict its visibility because of two instances of supposed misgendering. Once apprised of the situation, Musk insisted that it had been a mistake, but when the film went live, it was saddled with restrictions. Early Friday, Twitter's tag restricting the visibility of What is Woman was removed, allowing Twitter users to like and retweet the documentary. Musk then tweeted it out to 140 million followers and said, his quote was, "Every parent should watch this."
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Yep. Film
They
received-
should. I mean, that's it. Listen.
And it's honestly, it's a very respectful documentary.
For the most part, it is.
Right.
And it shows, I mean, and again, you're getting one side. You know, it's edited how it's edited and put together is what it is. You can't refute the scenes that are in it. I also don't know what scenes were deleted.
Yeah.
So, but everybody should have the opportunity to watch or not watch something. It should be up to your own discretion.
Right.
Not someone else's. Don't tell me what I should or shouldn't or can or cannot watch.
Yeah.
Let me make up my mind. That's where this is going completely off the rails.
Yeah.
I don't need someone else telling me what's appropriate or what's not. What's
It's
allowable
so
and what's
insulting,
not.
isn't it?
It is. Right. It's insulting. It's a great way to put it.
At issue was a father referring to his own daughter with feminine pronouns despite her identifying as trans, and a store owner addressing a hulking city councilman, I remember this, who also claimed to be a female with masculine pronouns. Musk said the film was definitely allowed under the platform's rules. Later responded to a tweet from Matt Walsh himself, noting that despite the film not appearing in users' feeds, being flagged by Twitter as hate speech, and being barred from the trending list, it had still garnered massive numbers of views. Musk replied from China, "Will be fixed tomorrow."
Yep.
Wow, thank you, Elon. We really appreciate it, Walsh said. And so initially it had 1 million views, which is not bad. Musk sent that tweet out, 9 million more.
Perfect. Perfect. As it should be. And watch it and make up your own mind.
Yeah.
Stop letting people tell you what is okay and what is not, or what to think, or how to feel, or what to believe. I'm a grown-ass man. I make my own decisions. I have my own beliefs. I have my own principles.
Well,
There's not one other person in this world that can speak for me.
yeah.
And unfortunately, too many people try.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's very insulting. It's frustrating. I think people should watch it too and make their own mind up
Exactly.
on what they believe.
Yeah,
and it doesn't mean trans people don't exist. It doesn't mean that that there can't be trouble in their lives or people harassing them. It's not saying all that. I was very impressed. It would have been
So this
very
was only for a
easy.
day. Does it go away, or is it still available?
It's probably still available.
I'm just curious.
I don't know because that was behind a paywall. I bought it.
Originally.
Right.
But they put it out for free on the Twitter thing.
Right.
After the year, that's fine. If you
Yeah.
haven't bought it by now, you're probably not going to.
Yeah.
So I'd rather get the word out. You've
Yeah.
made what you're going to make on it. Now it's more importantly to get the word out.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It would have been very easy for for someone with an agenda that doesn't like the movement for whatever reason, whether it's just like, oh, I'm a religious person and I think God would hate all this, or any other reason, like, oh, I think it's dangerous for children, I think you're grooming kids, whatever. It would have been very easy for Matt Walsh to really kind of take personal shots and kind of make it a mockumentary, but he really didn't.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean?
He stays very level-headed, very calm, very, his demeanor's, it's like I said, it's edited to a certain.
Is that your phone?
Yep.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. No worries.
Stop it, Mom.
I thought it was mine.
No, I usually say I'm going to vibrate. So, yeah, he stays very calm, very rational, stays very much in the pocket in that entire thing, and everybody else flies off the handle. Now, again, it's very easy to cherry pick those situations and make it look like that's every situation. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Right? Maybe there were some situations where he got owned, that he didn't put in the. I doubt I understand that, but yeah. So he's not disrespectful virtually at all.
Well, doesn't it make you think like, oh, this is why
They just think it's disrespectful on its face to ask the question.
Asking any
But
questions?
it's not.
No. It would have been. This is a prime example about why you see conservative speakers or whatever go to Berkeley College and they can't get a word out. No one wants to debate them or have a conversation. They just want to yell at them, shout them down, all that kind of stuff. Because when you actually do have the conversation,
you can't.
Your argument falls apart.
Yeah, there is no
shit.
Most of the stuff is no argument. It's an emotional reaction.
And those people looked like shit time and time and time again through that documentary, whether it was politicians that gave speeches or doctors or therapists. He had all of them, and they all looked like shit in the end.
To be at the point where we're at, with this kind of momentum that it has, with this, with the juice that this whole movement has going on, you'd think you could have rock solid evidence, backing up your shit, reasonings across the board. You should be able to be like, yeah, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And it's not. Everything falls apart. It's just they're emotional responses, and when you get there's an initial deflection. And as soon as you try and get beyond that, it all falls apart. There's nothing, no real basis for it.
Yeah. And there were even people that walked out. They knew they were losing an argument.
Yeah, just
or
shut it. Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't even an argument. It was very low, rational. Remember the one guy who was like, I'm done. He's just taking his bite. It's like, you're used to
I don't like the tone of this. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You used to nerf toss interviews of your, liberal fucking media that comes in here and lets you spew your garbage, and you get a little bit of pushback whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're not even
asked to explain yourself a hair, or what? It appears this is going on. What do you say to this? I don't need to put up with this.
Oh, I don't like your attitude. This interview's over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thought we were having an interview. Thought we were going to have a discussion. Thought we were going to debate this.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
I encourage people, even 100%. People on the left, to watch it and
watch it and shit on it. Go ahead.
Troy and I would love your responses. If you go, you know what, you guys have been hyping this documentary for a year now. I finally watched it, and I got to tell you, you guys are off the reservation.
Please do.
Tell us.
But bring receipts. God damn it! Don't fucking just tell us we're wrong.
Yeah.
Tell us why.
You can call us names. You can call us meanies, whatever. But
oh boy. Well, that's on camera.
I'm getting stuck.
Good thing I panned down.
Yeah.
Get to your fucking ball grab. Hey, Mike's ball grab is brought to you by your insurance expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you
Sticking to my leg,
uninsured?
sorry.
Are you chafed? Health insurance can be confusing. Nick Matthews from Your Insurance Expert is an expert in health insurance, life insurance, Medicare supplements, and ball bags, so you don't have to be. Call Nick Matthews at 248-914-1173. Again, that's 248-914-1173. Just kidding about the ball bag. He's got one. I'm sure he's an expert.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, it's a lovely ball bag as well.
All right, T, what is it? I don't have children. Mm-hmm. You do. And I think you did a bang-up job. I mean, they were both still alive.
Yeah, that's a big part. That's a win right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the early days? Did you when no one's sleeping properly because these little fuckers are screaming all night and all that?
Yeah.
Did you ever come close to just fucking shaking the shit out of one of them? Just like, God damn it, I gotta sleep. And you just fucking shake them.
No.
I'm
trying. No.
You ever take 2 steps outside the car and be like, oh, shit, it's 90 degrees out, and they're buckled into the back seat?
Yes. Yeah. Well, like coming home, and just fucking, they're sleeping in the back, totally forget, jump out of the car. I've never left them for hours or anything. But I have absolutely forgotten them. I'll admit that. I think every parent has on some level.
It's funny. I take Cece in the Explorer, and she sits in the back. Every time I turn off the car, my car now, the screen pops up.
Check
like,
the passengers.
Don't go anywhere yet. You got a little one back there. And I'm like, thank you very
that'll
much.
tell you whether it's in there or not.
What's that?
It'll tell you whether somebody's in there or not.
Yeah.
It's just like a setting in there. Check for people in the back seat. No.
Yeah. But it's doing it to me a lot. I've never had that before. I've never noticed that in the car.
Setting,
Yeah. Well,
and you can turn it off, by the way, but you might want to leave that on.
Yeah, I just leave it on. No harm, no foul. I don't know what the move is, if God forbid, but if you had a situation where you were, home with the baby and you just gave it a good little fucking shake to shut it up, and then it was like it didn't wake up anymore. Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck, I think I killed the baby. Damn. What's the play?
No witnesses?
Well, your girl's going to be home soon. You're going to have to tell her.
Well, no.
Yeah.
At this moment.
No, it's just you and the kid.
Yeah.
You and a dead kid.
Well, yeah. Put that baby right back in bed. Tuck it in all nice and neat like it's sleeping.
Yeah.
Come back on the couch. Pretend to be sleeping.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on. Maybe go cut the grass, do the dishes, something like that.
Okay.
Act normal. Everything's good to go. And then be like, oh, hey, how's the baby? Oh, fucking sleeping like a rock, little angel.
Yeah.
I haven't
And
heard
then
a
your
peep.
wife goes in there and starts freaking out. You
Like,
walk
oh
in
my
behind
God.
her and go,
Like,
what'd you do?
Oh my God. What?
What'd you do?
What? Oh my God. Call 911.
I swear to God, I just picked her up and she's like dead now.
My blue baby's in the end of the pool.
My blue wife. So, a mother and father were arrested after their 3-month-old daughter was found dead Sunday night. Damian Comager, at his arraignment Wednesday this week, prosecutors alleged the pair dressed their daughter, placed her in a stroller so they could wheel her out of they're staying at a shelter in the Bronx.
Okay.
And he fucking gave that thing a good fucking shake. Guinevere, he fucking shook Guinevere because Guinevere wouldn't shut the fuck up. That's what they think happens anyways. And so they doll her up, put her in the stroller, and they're like, yeah, just going out for a little bit. And then they chucked her in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then came back to the thing. Doop. No baby.
Yeah, no. And
hopefully no one at the shelter was paying any attention.
Exactly. And so Comanger, he's 23, was arraigned on charges of murder, manslaughter. That seems like overkill.
Yeah.
If you're tacking on murder, you got to throw in manslaughter too.
Yeah, right. Seems a little double jeopardy, actually.
Yeah. Concealment of a human corpse.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
He told reporters
that's like fleeing. At that point, you got to try and at least get rid of the body.
I would think that.
Yeah, that's a minor. What's that? Another 5 or 10 on top of your life sentence? Go ahead. Fine. Yeah.
I would think a jury would think.
Add dismemberment onto there. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Try and
why
chop
not?
that thing up.
Yeah, abuse of a corpse.
Yeah.
I would think a jury would look at you like, what kind of clown piece of shit are you? You didn't even try to lie?
Yeah.
You didn't even try to get away? What's the matter with you?
Nothing?
No.
Well, they went and got rid of the baby. They didn't come back with like an alibi or nothing?
I don't know. I don't know if we know all the details yet. He did tell reporters, I love my
the
daughter.
problem is that cameras everywhere now, man. You
Yeah.
can't get away with shit.
I know.
Can't get away with shit.
Well, that's probably why they dolled the thing up, put it in a stroller, like, hey, we're just out for a
Yeah,
stroll.
pretend it's still alive when you leave. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's smart, at least on some level. But
He says, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. Prosecutors allege that he shook the infant, causing it fucking death, and then worked with his girlfriend, 20-year-old. Boy, that's got to be tough to explain.
yeah,
Before you freak out,
yeah. Here,
we still got to get rid of this thing.
yeah.
Ivana.
Listen, the deal is the baby's already gone. We can't change that. Do you want to lose me too?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because I'll say you did it.
Yeah. Right?
You helped me. We're both going down.
Ivana Palazzi, and I don't have any nude photos of her. I don't know what she looks like, but
20?
20.
But she shit out a kid.
Yeah.
So, jury's out.
Yeah. And she's living in a shelter.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't bode well. Not a lot of supermodels in shelters,
no,
typically.
but she's probably not big.
No?
Probably not eating all that great.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
Probably fairly thin, I think.
Yeah. So they dumped her remains in a wooded area. Co-major's father, Don, told police that his son had shaken the infant, then panicked, resulting in the gruesome stroller walk. Both defendants changed her diaper, placed her in a onesie and a hat, wrapped her in a blanket, and placed her in the stroller.
Oh, see, I mean, why wouldn't you do something better like, I mean, there's so many ways you could do that. Be standing on the subway platform and with a stroller right there as the subway's getting ready to come by and have,
Bump it.
have the old lady, somebody pretend like dress up and run by and like bump you. Oh, my baby.
Yeah.
Try and prove that it was shaken to death at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good point. I
Not
don't know.
bad. Roll it out into traffic. Go ahead, take one for the team. Let you get hit too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You
Yeah.
roll up onto the hood. That stroller's going to go right under. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Again, try and prove that it was shaken dead at that point.
Yeah.
You got to hurry because you can place time and death. Time is of
about,
the essence in there. But
could you
not that I've thought about this stuff at all.
No, obviously. Could you pull an Eric Clapton?
Didn't he fucking drop the kid out the window or something?
Yeah, or the kid ran out the window. One of them. He either threw
Yeah.
the kid out the window or the kid ran to push the window, but it was open and he just went.
Oh, yeah.
And, to be honest with you, that was a win because we got Tears in Heaven out of that.
That's fair, yeah.
And that's a great song.
I would much
It's
rather
still a
that
great
song than him have a kid.
Oh, yeah. There's enough kids in the world.
Yeah.
We
This
don't need
kid
that
wouldn't
kid.
have done anything to my life. That song has greatly enhanced my life.
Yes. It's a beautiful song. One of his best ever.
No doubt.
So I'd rather have the hit personally.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Personally, yeah.
The defendant pushed that stroller containing Genevieve's corpse out of the shelter where they were living, successfully prompting no inspection or questions from the shelter staff. So they at least got that part right.
Yeah.
The couple then placed their daughter's body in a garbage bag, disposed of said garbage bag and the stroller in a wooded area amongst massive trash. And then it was his fucking narc dad that called the cops.
Oh, Dad knew?
Yeah. So he called Dad in a panic and was like, Dad, I shook the baby and it died.
Yeah.
Fucking dad
Anybody
knocked
with
him
a
out.
conscience has got to turn you in for that, dude.
Yeah.
You can't kill a kid and fucking dispose of the body.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it. You got that. You keep that in house. Loose lips sink ships.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
it.
tell anyone.
Can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
You can't tell anybody. I'd even be questioning the wife at that point. She
Yeah.
might end up in a bag right next to that baby.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Got to do what you got to do.
Make it put a little note on there, a little murder suicide. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't take my baby anymore. I
Yeah.
can't live.
Postpartum.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm so depressed.
Yeah. I don't know my pre-baby fucking body ever
Yeah.
again.
Oh, I know. Oh, fuck these stretch marks. Fuck this kid.
It's ruining my nips.
My titties are gone.
My titties are ruined. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Fuck
Yeah.
this baby.
See,
and-
I mean, again, not that I've thought about this, but there's so many
yeah,
options.
clearly.
You can't just come back no baby and like not expect to have questions.
It's like someone's like, "Where's your kid?"
oh
It's like,
shit!
What are you
Fuck,
talking about?
Where? Fuck, honey.
Have you
Where's
seen Genevieve?
Where? Huh? Shit.
Or just go, "What are you talking about? We didn't have a kid." What? Yeah, you guys always have the stroller with the kid. Like, dude, I don't know what
our
fucking
little baby
thing you're
LeBron.
talking about. Yeah.
We're the Millers.
We're the Millers. Great movie. So Dad narcs him out. It's difficult. That was my first son, my firstborn, and that's my first grandbaby. And I don't have none of them right now.
No, sir, you do not.
Yeah, well, you could have had your firstborn.
Yeah, but you know what? I couldn't do it. I couldn't look that fucking piece of shit in the eye.
No?
No, I couldn't. I mean, I guess if I believed it was an accident, I still couldn't. I mean, just conscience alone, I couldn't live with that. Knowing
What, that you're
that knowing that he had killed the kid,
him?
right? Because I mean, there's, it's going to come around. The questions are going to start asking. People are going to be looking for a baby.
Yeah.
Even for people in the shelter.
Yeah, I wonder what the best play is, because I rarely think about it, but I remember being at Mount Tamalpais with Beth on that little thin trail in this mountain overlooking the ocean.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, a hip check right here would send her careening down a mountain.
Yep.
Dead. And it's like, I don't know, she slipped on a pebble.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you. But if you wanted off someone, it seems like there's many, many easy ways to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. There was a snake in the path and she freaked and jumped. And,
Yeah.
Next thing I know, she was gone.
Or even if you want to be like, this is on me. I feel terrible. I saw a snake and jumped and dropped a fucking elbow into her spleen, and she went down. I tried everything I could, Your Honor, to grab her, but she was gone.
It's tragic.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
A total accident. Feel terrible.
Yeah. So that's the thing. And the only way you sell that is if you are immediately in a panic and call 911 and freaking out.
Oh my God.
And just
I don't know what happened. She fell
Right.
down the mountain.
how do I get to her? Help.
Yeah.
She fell. My blue
Please,
wife.
someone get here quick.
My blue wife.
My blue wife's at the bottom of the mountain. Palazzi was charged only with concealment of a human corpse, tampering with evidence, and obstructing a governmental administration. She's alleged to have lied to city administration for children's services investigators about her daughter's whereabouts.
CPS coming around. Hey, where's that kid we're giving you food stamps for?
Yeah. She's like, yeah, Genevieve, we're all alive.
Yep,
Safe.
we're all good to go.
We're relocated to Louisiana. So thanks for checking in. Bye.
Yeah.
And then they're like, wait a minute. She's been dead for 2 weeks. We found this fucking brat in the woods.
Did they find? They found the body.
I think so.
Did he tell the dad where he put it?
I don't know. It doesn't go into a lot of details about that. But apparently she's.
Is there an easier grave to dig than for a baby?
No.
It's like 3 shovels.
Well, maybe a mouse.
Well, who gives a shit about a mouse?
Well,
Yeah,
I give a shit about a mouse as much as I do a baby.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, that's minimal effort. You could do that with you could hand dig a baby grave.
By the way, when you're talking about shallow graves, you're just an idiot. If you can't take the time to it's a little bit of elbow grease. But what do? You just want to he's barely covered and just throw some leaves on it.
Yeah.
Dude, 6 foot is standard, right?
The
Go 12.
raccoons will dig that thing up in a minute. As soon as that starts stanking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then as it decomposes, the ground will just settle around it, so there'll be a little sinkhole.
100%.
Yeah, you got to leave it mounded up a little bit to account for it.
Yeah.
But you can't make it obvious.
If I was going to do it, though, man, I
some
would dig 12 feet deep.
Yeah, try digging 12 feet deep, motherfucker.
Well, that's fine, but it's a baby. It's not like I have to do 8 feet wide by 4 feet, width and length, 8 by 4. Hey, dude, you're talking. If it's a 3-month-old, I don't know how big your 3-month-old.
Yeah,
is.
you don't even have. You can drop it straight down head first. You can go fucking that big around. You don't have to go lay. It doesn't have to lay. You're not putting a casket in there. It's not like it's got to lay flat.
Simple.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like a post hole digger and just fucking
drop
there you
it
go.
Down
there. Yeah.
Just stuff it down in the hole and then fill the sand back in. Pat it down.
Fuck, dude. 1 bag of Quikrete and a little water around there.
That's an even better idea.
Dude, we're fucking solving the world's problems here.
Yeah.
Big time.
If you're someone that, this past weekend shook your baby to death and you don't know what to do,
Well, hopefully you already took care of that because time is of the essence.
Yeah. Yeah. But, honey, I'm redoing the driveway. It's crazy. Mobsters have used that forever.
Yep.
There's all kinds of people buried in walls with poured concrete walls.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. Nothing to prove there. Lizzo's bumming out a little bit.
Why?
Well, she's pissy about people talking about her body.
Okay.
I feel like, Lizzo, you started it in a lot of ways, right?
She's
She's constantly talking about how awesome it is to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, she's comfortable in her own skin, and
I think, which I think is a lie, but
probably yes, it's probably a bit of a front. And she goes out of her way to flaunt it, show it. She doesn't wear conservative clothing. She wears very scantily clad shit. Hell, she's in Playboy, I believe.
oh, was she? I think we did that story.
I don't know that it's out yet, but
That's right.
I
Did she?
don't even think I can bring myself to look at it.
Yeah, that's a desperation move by Playboy, knowing that it's over.
Yep.
You know, Hugh's gone.
Really? I got Lizzo, Play, nothing.
Yeah.
Playing flute, playing crystal flute.
Oh.
Plays what's instrument? Fuck off.
I got Biden FALL,
Oh,
and they were like, I was trying to find Biden Falls, Troy, and
Yeah.
they were like, Google was just like, I don't know where you're going with this. I'm of no help.
Wait, Lizzo poses for Playboy's spring 2019 issue. So, boy, that's...
Yeah, they didn't show her titties though, right?
I mean, how could you not? What do you mean? It's Playboy.
I know, but I thought there was something weird about it. Or maybe did we both barf on the air when we were reading the story? Anyway, she's talking about, she's considering quitting the music business because of all the
Bullshit.
negative comments about her body.
Bullshit, stop it.
Yeah.
You're not.
This is the only,
Payday.
she says, I just logged in and the app, and this is the type of shit I see about me on the daily basis. It's really starting to make me hate the world. Then someone in the comments said, I eat lots of fast food. I literally stopped eating fast food years ago. I'm tired of explaining myself all the time. I just want to get on this app without seeing my name in some bullshit. The love definitely do not outweigh the hate on social media, all because I'm fat. No, I don't think you're getting all the hate because you're fat. You're getting all the hate because you pretend that it's awesome to be fat. Like
Yeah.
Adele was fat. Nobody was like,
Yeah, and she fixed that.
she did. But for years, Adele was huge. And it wasn't like, huh, that fat fuck Adele. No one did that to Adele because Adele wasn't bragging about being huge.
And she wasn't running around fucking half naked.
Right.
With her big ass.
Right.
With your big ass.
There's been millions of super fat artists. You know? Lizzo, I think, gets that much shit because she tries to play it off like,
Yeah.
it's exactly how I want it to be. I wouldn't change anything. And she's going to have a fucking 6 mountains behind her dancing too, you know? Which I get. You're not going to have fucking 6 smokers behind you.
That's a bad move.
That's
Yeah.
not a good look.
No.
So, followed by a message that said, y'all don't know how close I be to giving up on everyone and quitting and enjoying my money and my man on a fucking farm. I literally never search my name, and this stuff just comes up on my timeline and my FYP. Do you know what that is?
FYP. No.
Fat something. Nah. No, it's actually For You page. Her For You page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I swear I just want to look at dance videos and science news, and this shit comes in every day. I'm not trying to be fat. I'm not trying to be smaller. I'm literally just trying to live and be healthy. This is what my body looks like even when I'm eating super clean and working out. Y'all speak on shit y'all know nothing about, and I'm starting to get heated. She often addresses her weight, professes to love her body just the way it is. As I got more professional in my career, I started to take the physical part more seriously. I've always loved moving my body. I've always been loved working out. I think a lot of people see a fat person that way and immediately just assume everything they are doing is trying to be thin. I'm not trying to be thin. I don't ever want to be thin. Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably not entirely true.
No.
But the reality is that why do people fucking care?
Yeah.
Seriously. Why, she's big. She makes good music. Who gives a fuck?
I think her music's awful, by the way.
Okay. Well, obviously, there's a lot of people that disagree.
Yeah, for sure. I watched part of the HBO. There's like a concert of hers. And I threw it on for my mom and
She's an
dad.
accomplished flautist.
Is she?
Yes.
And my mom and dad they like weren't aware of who Lizzo was. I'm like, Jesus. Okay, here you go.
She's local, too.
Who?
Lizzo.
Is she?
Yeah. She's from Detroit.
Is she? But my mom was just like, her voice is awful. Like, I don't care that she's fat, but she doesn't sound very good. I'm like, to each their own. No, I don't care about her being fat. Aretha Franklin made brilliant music. She's been a fat cow her whole life.
Yeah.
Who cares? Whatever. But it was, I think there's...
But you bring a lot of this on yourself. When you dress the way you do, you act the way you do, be a sex symbol the way you do, you open yourself up for that because now you're not making it just about the music.
Is it possible she's just got a glandular issue and she's...
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible, yes.
You know what I mean? Because
there are just bigots. I mean, they don't eat like shit. They are just fucking big-boned.
Yeah. But when we were little, or going back decades, like before we got as a country so unhealthy, I think that's part of it too, is that this country is so incredibly unhealthy, yours truly included.
Yeah.
And sort of like brag about, like, it's eventually going to collapse the medical system and insurance, and like we're just not going to be able to afford to take care of everybody that's let themselves go to such a level.
And here's the thing too. I mean, she's big, right? I mean, fat, overweight, whatever, however you want to say it. But she's also a touring fucking performer.
Yeah.
You watch one of her 2-hour shows of what she does for 2 hours.
She's moving
the whole time. I mean, we couldn't do it. I couldn't do what she does.
No.
I couldn't do what she does. So, okay, so how unhealthy is she?
Yeah.
If she can
well,
do
that's
that,
why I said glandular.
Right.
Because if she's really not eating fast food, eating healthy and working out.
If she doesn't get off the couch and she's just stuffing her face with bonbons and, it's just a fat piece of shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But she's she's in better shape than I am. You know what I mean? At least cardiovascularly or, whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the things that she does, but I mean, her lungs are probably twice the size of mine, but
Yeah.
Everything else is twice as much.
it's a lot just carrying that around, I guess,
Yeah.
But like I said, she opens that door because she tried to kind of be that sexy thing, like and dress that way and all that stuff, and you expose yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you started that. Okay. So you open yourself on any level. Anybody that does that, you're putting yourself out there. If you're and right or wrong, I'm not faulting her for it, but you are opening yourself up for it. If it's just about your music and you don't put yourself out there like that, then you probably don't get nearly this kind of fucking flack.
Yeah.
You just don't. But at the same time, why do people give a fuck? People need to shut the fuck up.
Well, I think partly because it's bad enough in this country right now. It's going to be really taxing on the medical community going forward because we're, myself included. I'm not shitting on just Lizzo.
Listen, that's not why people are bragging on it.
Well, they are when it's like, okay, you're acting like this is awesome and who cares? Kind of this carefree attitude where it's like, we have a major problem in this country with unhealthiness, like processed foods and all that kind of stuff. It is what it is, and it's getting worse every year. And so when you have someone as big as her with as big a platform as she has going, I feel awesome and I'm amazing and who cares? You look amazing too. And it's like, okay, horribly unhealthy. It sends a really shitty message to young people like, yeah, you don't even have to try. Fuck it. Let yourself go. You look great anyways. And we're gonna praise everybody with body positivity no matter what. And it's like, okay, is that really good? Is that really the message you want to send to people?
Yeah, people live too long anyway. Let them start dying off early.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think she's going to quit the music industry, though.
She is 100% not quitting shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
Which is another thing. Don't put it out there if you don't mean it.
And you're
Maybe
right.
she does.
You're 100%
She's probably got
right.
enough money that she can fuck off in a farm forever.
Probably. Yeah. In a pen.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Said a real big asshole is someone who would say that.
Yeah.
Which is why I would never say that.
My God. Good for you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. I'm not going to. That'd be like me comparing her to a pig being in a pig pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be totally uncalled for.
Never do that.
Good for you.
By the way, we've done a lot of stories recently about artificial intelligence, AI, and it seems like, they're either like, are we going to start seeing stories soon where it's like, oh yeah, you're not going to believe what AI did. Save the day. Absolutely killed it in this instance. Someone reached out to the chatbot AI and it really hit a home run. And, but it seems like every story we do, it's like, I don't know where you're going with this, but it's like there's too many flaws for it to be out in the public. Mm-hmm. So they set up a national. They've got a hotline for, I guess, fat people to call into.
All right.
And like, oh my God, I'm having eating disorders. So it could be anything from anorexia to being a whale, And so they got an AI chatbot named Tessa to work the line.
Okay.
Yeah. Tessa made things worse.
Did not do well?
No.
Okay. Again, why are we putting this out for fucking public consumption right now?
So the
Especially
national
on a hotline. What are we doing?
right? I know. It's like calling the National Suicide Prevention Hotline and the AI chatbots on the other line going, well, if that's how you feel, then you might as well do it.
Yeah.
I'd recommend a 22 caliber at least.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you got total shit life. I would totally end it if I was
Don't
you.
be one of those idiots that does it from the side of the head. You miss too much.
Yeah.
Roof of the mouth.
You're just going to blow your eyes out.
Yeah. Roof of the mouth. Straight up. That's
Yep.
what you got to do.
Under the chin, up into the mouth. So the National Eating Disorders Association, as you well know, NEDA,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
announced that it had shut down the chatbot over harmful comments it provided to those calling for help. Its job was to use therapeutic methods and limited responses to help those who reached out. Came to our attention last night that the current version of the Tessa chatbot running the Body Positive program may have given information that was harmful and unrelated to the program.
Oh, boy.
See,
What'd you do, Tess?
these things can't be taking their own lead.
No, of course not.
You know what I mean? We're investigating this immediately. Several people posted screenshots and shared.
I mean, if this thing is based on all of the available information out there, you know how much of that is shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're
And
not-
it's
if we're not-
lying. It's
we're not-
making up
We're not
information.
filtering this out. Half of the stuff that's out there, if they're reading all the comments and everything, if they're privy to all this stuff, the negativity that's out there in the world, of course, that's what
Yeah.
they're going to pick up on.
Tessa is telling people, look, with as fat as you are, you're going to want a 500 to 1,000 calorie a day diet.
Oh, boy.
So you get one potato chip a day. That was Tessa's advice. 500 to 1,000 calories. And then weigh yourself every week and restrict your diet. Every single thing Tessa suggested were things that led to the development of my eating disorder, Sharon Maxwell wrote. This robot causes harm. Shut up, Tubbo. Alexis Conason, a psychologist specializing in eating disorders, posted screenshots of Tessa in them. She was told a safe daily calorie deficit is 500 to 1,000 calories a day. To advise somebody who is struggling with an eating disorder to essentially engage in the same eating disorder behaviors and validating that, yes, it's important that you lose weight. It's supporting eating disorders. So far more than 2,500 people, they say, interacted with Tessa until they had to turn her off on Monday. Yeah, we took the program down until we can understand and fix the bug.
How many of them off themselves?
Yeah, right? Or just ate themselves to death. Tessa's just sitting there manning the hotline like, you sound like a real tub of shit. You can't eat. You just can't eat no more.
Listen, Beggin. No food in here. None of this.
Yeah. Come on, sweetheart. Keep eating like that. You'll be big as a barn.
Right?
Yeah.
You'll never get a man like that.
Poor thing, Tessa. Of course, Tessa can't just answer the phone and be supportive.
No, right.
Give a couple
I mean, how do you not
words
try,
of encouragement.
How does this thing get let loose without some sort of parameters on what it's going to say?
Yeah. Don't you think the first test run would be like, all right, before we flip this on for the general public, I'm going to call Tessa up and just, wing it. Just be like, hey, Tessa, I'm friggin' huge. I love donuts and ice cream all day.
Yep.
And, what do you think?
Yeah, have all the other, call center people call in, give it a dry run, have a soft open.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, we're just going to throw her out there and hope for the best.
How'd that work out?
Yeah.
But about as well as it's worked out for every other example
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
Like shit. Oh, man. Are you doing T-Roy's, or do you got another story?
Oh, yeah, I'll do T-Roy's.
All right. Well, this was going to
Okay.
save it.
Let's go, kid. Why don't you take us in?
Oh. Ask T-Roy. Sponsored by The Party Pub. If you want to impress everyone at your grad party, wedding reception, poker night, MMA viewing party, or for any other reason, then you need to contact The Party Pub. It's a massive inflatable pub that can be set up wherever you choose. They also have all the best party games, beanbag toss, badminton, giant inflatable screens, axe throwing, and more. Call Jeff El Jefe at 586-524-6701 or visit thepartypubrentals.com.
All right. Dear T-Roy, my boyfriend Ashton is bisexual.
I could have guessed that already by the name.
Yeah. Because it's got
Ashton.
ass in it.
Ashton.
Well, it's in parens, so this person could be...
That's the name you made up?
That's the name they made up. I didn't.
Okay.
My boyfriend Ashton is bi. After we have fights, he takes breaks and uses them to be with other men. He has several friends who are bi or trans. He is presently in the closet about his status because he comes from a Christian family and lives in a highly conservative area. He was still maintaining contact last year with his on-again, off-again boyfriend, Will, even though he swore nothing was going on between them. Right. He always rushed back to Will or kept him on the side during his other relationships as well. I almost broke up with him 4 months ago over his hanging out with Will. Now he wants his friend Cody, who is a trans male, to stay with him for several days for an upcoming concert. I'm in the process of moving to his area, but I don't trust him not to have sex outside of our relationship. My straight male friends have warned me not to trust him. Should I break up with him because I don't feel he respects his female partners as much as he does his male ones? It also seems like he has a double standard with sharing phone details. I share mine openly, but he isn't as open with his, which leads me to think he's still got someone else on the side, yet he wants me to see only him. Help. Frustrated girl in California.
Well, yeah. He's cheating on you.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
whether it's a fucking pussy or a dick, he's cheating on you.
Yeah.
So if you're okay with that and you want to be that type of fucking person, then sure, keep going. Let me know how it works out. You know the answer to this. It's the only thing I hate about this stuff is
Yeah.
Some of these people, they just need, like, they know this answer. They just need somebody to, like, tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, you already know. Don't.
Or are they hoping that maybe out of the blue you're going to have some like save everything message that you didn't see coming? And
Yeah, no.
no,
Not
they
this
know.
one. Yeah.
I love that idea of it's like he's starting fights with me so he can break up for the day and run
Sure.
out and butt fuck some dude.
Right.
Or blow a guy or get blown by a guy, whatever he's doing.
Exactly.
Drag his nuts across some guy's forehead.
Sounds like this is a very healthy relationship you got going
Yeah.
on there for sure. I
Yeah.
would definitely move there, move in with him,
Yeah.
uproot yourself. Yeah. Sounds like the fucking right move.
Sure.
Yeah, it's probably a little too late for her, but
Yeah.
I'd like to follow up on that, see how that went.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're happily married now.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Killing it.
Yeah.
Dear T. Roy, my father considers himself a deeply religious man. He believes that anyone who doesn't conform to his beliefs is going to hell. He told my gay sister she's going to hell. At my brother's wake and celebration of life, he announced to everyone that my brother was going to hell because he was an atheist. He also criticized the arrangements, even though they were exactly what my brother requested. I pulled him aside and asked him to quit saying these things. He refused and declared, "Conversation's over." The next morning, the family voted unanimously to ask him to leave.
Oh, they voted him off the island.
Yeah.
God bless. I love it. Vote him off the island.
Yep.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Being the eldest, I was elected to deliver the news to him.
Oh, the village elder. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's
I
how
like
it
the way
happens.
this is going on. Yeah.
He and my stepmother did not take it well and both said a lot of terrible things. Now they refuse to accept that the whole family agreed to it and they blame me for it. Any ideas on how to repair the damage? My stepmom suggested I lie and say it was just me and I'm sorry. Neither is true. Maybe it's best I remain estranged from my father and he can have normal relations with the rest of the family. Truth teller in Georgia.
So is everybody else in the family like throwing you under the bus, like pretending it was all you and they weren't in on this?
Well, or they didn't say anything at all. You know, they voted for him to. You tell him he's been kicked off the island.
Well, right. I mean that they. First of all, they need to step up, and listen, the guy's entitled to his beliefs, but it doesn't mean that you have to let it into your life.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to. Or you can just look at them and be like, fucking idiots, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
You know, who gives a shit?
That's probably the best play, right?
Generally.
Everybody.
Take it with a grain of salt. Who cares,
So,
you know?
Old man's going to say some ridiculously stupid
Yeah.
shit today.
Yeah.
He's going to claim all of us are going to hell. Just
Sure.
get used to it.
I mean, what if he thought the moon was fake, right? The moon landing was faked.
Well, the moon's fake.
whatever.
The landing was real.
Okay, they landed on the fake moon? That's what happened?
Yeah, that's what
gotcha.
I believe anyways.
But my point is that you would just dismiss that as just fucking crazy talk.
Yeah, true.
Well, then what's the real difference here? I mean,
That's not a bad thing. Just
Yeah.
announce to everybody, like, hey, he's a
whatever.
dipshit. What are you going to do?
Exactly.
He's still
So,
family.
Yeah, you're not wrong in what you did necessarily. If you tried to get him to do it and he said, go fuck yourself, well, then no, you know what? Go fuck you.
Yeah.
Not go fuck me, go fuck you.
Yeah.
Sorry. We tried. This is what we want. If you can't abide by it, then you're not allowed to be in our sphere anymore.
Yeah. So he wanted to go. What were they kicking him off the island of? Was this was
It
for
just
a
out of the
wedding?
family. They were just saying, you know, you're out, dude. You're not coming to Christmas anymore, I think.
Or was it the? Oh no! It was for the wake and celebration of life.
Well, that's when he said that stuff.
Yeah. The next morning, the family voted unanimously to ask him to leave. So it must have been a family comes in from all over
Yeah.
to celebrate, you know, Bill Mahalski's
Time
life.
to, yeah,
and
okay.
whatever.
So, yeah, maybe they made him leave early or he's from out of town. I don't know the whole situation.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they basically said, go, bye.
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that was just, okay, you have to leave now, and he's just mad and bitter about it. Or
Sure.
it's, you know, stay out of our lives, you crazy old fuck. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
But this chick is, or guy, whatever this was, I don't know, this person, the village elder,
Truth teller.
is, you know, getting screwed.
Yeah.
Big time, you know, so the people that voted and that were all unanimous on this
Yeah.
the next morning.
Pussed out.
Yeah. All
Big
need
time.
to come to this person's defense. And 100% no, do you lie and say it was just you to save face for anybody else? Because fuck them too.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
not-
a good point.
Yeah. No, stand by your laurels. This is what everybody did. And if everybody else is too scared to step up, you know, because you're the oldest, you're the one that had to fall on the sword and
Yeah.
go out there and tell the old man.
Yeah.
Good for you. You did it. But fuck them if they don't back you on that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Seeing as they held a vote,
But do not lie. Do not lie.
it's a good point.
Yes.
Dear T. Roy, I've been married to my wife for a little over a year. I love her. However,
Oh, there's always a but.
it's always coming right. Yep. However, right before our wedding, I met a coworker. I'll call Alexis.
Oh, boy.
We hit it off, and I consider her a close friend.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. One day she tripped and fell on my dick.
Alexis and I hooked up a few times before and after my wedding.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
We never discuss the encounters after they happen. After we've had a few drinks, we both say things about being together, but usually we're just best friends. While my friends believe this is odd, it's almost a blessing that the awkward conversation doesn't happen after a night of something happening. There have been instances when I have ditched my wife to go hang out with Alexis, not to do anything,
Of course not.
right, but just to hang out with her and her mother. My wife says I spend too much time with Alexis between work and after work, but she's fun to be with. My wife is kind of a homebody. She doesn't like to go out and have a good time. My wife doesn't trust Alexis. And while I can't blame her, I'm conflicted about what my next step should be. I love my wife, but I also love Alexis as more than a friend, and I know she feels the same. What should I do next? Loves them both.
Oh, well, I mean, sir, you get to have your cake and eat it too. Of
Yeah.
course. What,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Why choose between the woman you said vows to
Yeah.
and till death do us part and shit?
Before the wedding and after, he throws in that he's
Oh, yeah.
banging Alexis.
Of course, right. I mean, listen, dude, if you can make this work forever, promise you can't. But if you can make this work, fucking go for it.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's never going to work. You need to figure it out because you are going to lose one of these two and probably both if you don't fucking knock it off.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
because very rarely does the other woman work out.
Right.
You know.
Well, it
First of all,
sounds
don't
like,
shit where you eat, pal.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like Alexis
Is a gamer.
is a gamer and fun. He's
Yeah.
like he's going on and on about how fun she is to talk to and to hang out with.
Yeah,
She's
he's
like
a-
my best friend. My wife's kind of a homebody. Like
Yeah.
this is a year in.
You know, it gets
A
his
year in.
best friend that, fucking blows him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
That helps. the
T-Roy's
equation.
T-Roy's my best friend.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to blow T-Roy.
No.
It's never going to be there. So, you knew one sentence in, you were rolling your eyes. You knew exactly where this was going with old
Definitely.
Alexis.
Yeah. Sure.
You know what I mean?
Of course. No, you, sir, are at a crossroads, my man. You've been there.
Yeah.
But if you want to keep rolling these dice, it will blow up in your face. Okay? And I don't know how you cut off Alexa from the dick and still be able to co-work and coexist and all that. Because
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
You got to keep sticking it in,
And-
Alexis.
or you keep hanging out, but you just don't go there, which is not going to happen because she sounds like a gamer.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Believe me, those conversations internally are going on like, look,
Yeah.
this has to come to an end. I'm not tapping Alexis again.
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
beers later,
Exactly.
in the bathroom of the local fucking Irish bar.
Right. And, if you love and respect your wife enough that, you want to spend the rest of your life with her,
Doesn't sound like he does.
apparently not.
He's a year in and he's already having these feelings.
Yeah, of course.
What are we going to be looking at?
I think we got a
7
little. I
years
think we got a
in?
little buyer's remorse here.
Yeah.
Is what we got.
Yeah. Or he's settled.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That happens a lot where it's like, shit, I'm this age.
Hey, maybe the old lady shut it down. One of those, fucking top of their game until the ring goes on.
Yeah.
And then you shut it down.
Yeah.
Right?
What's up
Kinda
with those
homebody.
people, the shut it down chicks?
I don't know, man.
God.
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
No.
I just don't get it.
It's not a good situation at
Yeah.
all.
But every guy knows it.
Every guy knows.
Every guy knows the shut it down girl.
Yep.
Which is like, can go from absolutely having the best time of my life with this chick to,
Yep.
fuck.
Right.
Dude, just hanging out with you is not enough. Sorry.
Nope.
You know?
You, sir, are fucked on every level.
Yeah.
This will not end well for anybody, especially you.
Dear T. Roy, I have a real problem with my cousin and her husband. I have 2 sons, 13 and 14. Both are on the autism spectrum. I homeschool, so we live on their disability. So what does that mean? The government's sending them checks for...
I guess you live on their disability.
Yeah.
They get disability for with minors.
I homeschool, so we live on their disability. That's got to be like they're getting government checks, right?
I guess, yeah. Huh.
We also receive food stamps.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Killing it.
My cousin and her husband live in the same town and stop by unannounced, but only at dinner time after we've gotten our food stamps. I told them this has to stop. Our food stamps barely cover us for a month. Honestly, they told me I was rude and they keep coming. What else can I do to get them to stop besides yell at them? Taking care of my own.
Yeah. Well, don't fucking feed them.
Yeah.
Just tell them. I mean, it's
There's got to be meals they hate.
regardless.
Right?
It doesn't matter. You don't fucking feed them.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already had this conversation. You know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
They continue to do it. So it's not like, oh my God, okay, fine, help yourself.
Yeah.
Like, no, stand your fucking ground. No. Like, you guys want to come by, hang out, fine, by all
Yeah.
means. But
Is
I'm not
there-
feeding
is
you.
there-
Eat before you come or eat after you leave, but you're not eating here.
Or you're welcome to come over, but you know what? Half the time you're going to have to fucking bring dinner. You bring pizza for the family. Do you notice you've come over 3 times this week, always at dinner time with empty-handed, expecting us to feed you? Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
You want to bring over some burgers and fire up the grill? Great.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to just stand your ground.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing over and over and over again in these examples of Ask T. Roy, nobody wants to have the confrontation.
Nobody wants to have the conversation.
You know what I mean?
They're difficult conversations to have, but
Yeah.
they have to be had.
Yeah.
You know?
And these people just do not want to have them under, no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's like dealing with a gay this or a fucking family this or a racist relative this. They just don't want to confront it.
Generally, by the time it gets to the point that you're writing a letter to a fucking stranger to ask advice, it's time for that conversation. Now, there's ways to handle it before that. There's comments, subtle, innuendos. There's hints. There's things that you can do. But it gets to a point when, you have to have that conversation.
Yeah.
It's not always easy, and it doesn't usually go well.
And what the problem is, because I've run into this many times, if you let it fester and sit and sit and sit, eventually you're going to blow your top.
That's
and
exactly
then
right.
What could have been handled with a simple conversation that cleared up a misunderstanding or came to a realization together, this is the best way forward. Instead, you bottle it and let it fester, and then you blow your fucking top.
Sure, guilty. Fuck yeah, I've been there. Absolutely.
Me too.
Yep.
More than you, because you're actually pretty good at having those conversations.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
I bite my tongue a lot.
yeah. Well, I know, but
But I am willing to have that conversation when it needs to be had.
Yeah.
I won't. I will avoid it as long as possible.
Yeah.
But when it has to be had, I will have that conversation.
Yeah. All right. Walters at DetroitCast.com. Feel free to send some Ask T-Roy questions, whatever. Send us emails about whatever. All right. Let's do a couple emails, and then we will call it a day, T.
Let's.
I don't agree with any of Massey's politics, but I was raised and taught that I may not agree with what you said, but I will defend your right to say it. Thanks for keeping me informed and entertained. From the Beeve. Yes.
Okay. I like that. Respect.
Familiar with that.
Yeah.
Get your vacations straight. Her gorgeous tits are out twice in the original. So this must be Beverly D'Angelo.
Yes. Yes.
And that shirt in Christmas. Her tits are not out in European, but some other broads are in Germany with Rusty. One of my favorite set of titties ever.
Okay.
Yeah. The girl that pops her top, the German broad.
All right.
I think I re-looked at that scene, and those titties were not as perfect as I claimed they were, but they're fucking great.
Yeah, you put those things on a pedestal, and they become perfect in your mind.
Yeah, and 12-year-old me was just like,
Yeah.
whoa. Some show issues. Cult leader. I have a couple issues as of late. One, climate change causes illegal immigration. Fuck that delicate flower and his stupid echo microphone. Seriously, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, but no more. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
If I ever hear of T-Roy laying goon hands on Hat, he will have to deal with me.
Fair.
Hi, Christine.
Fair. Yeah. No, that doesn't happen.
Could you imagine laying goon hands on a Hat?
No.
3,
In
last...
such a way.
Yeah.
In such a bad way.
In such a bad way. I've had laying goon hands in such a bad way. 3, last but not least, Nicole Curtis. You're just going to casually drop that nugget and not expand further? Keep up the strong work, gentlemen, and Mike, enjoy the Lego. What?
Ooh.
Did someone send me a Lego? Signed fellow A-Fall, Scotty B. A-Fall, adult fan of Lego.
Oh, boy. Okay. Do you guys have like a secret handshake or anything?
No, not that I'm aware of. It's not like we
Symbol?
both drive Jeeps.
Is this your symbol?
Yeah. Giant fucking L. Geesh. The Nicole Curtis story. Well, at the time that I was in Los Angeles at the time, for recap, and Newberg called me because he's there and we were planning on getting together and hanging out. And he said, hey, do you have any interest in going on a date with someone? And I was like, not really. You know, why? He's like, do you know Nicole Curtis? She's from Detroit. She's got that show on HGTV. I'm like, yeah, cute blonde. He said, yeah, she's, I told her about you and blah, blah, blah. And anyways, do you want to go on a date with her? We'll double up. It'll be me, Michelle, and you and Nicole. I said, yeah, fine, whatever. And so we ended up getting was it Airbnb?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. We ended up renting an Airbnb because her house in Los Angeles was being
Fumigated
rented out.
crabs.
Fumigated for crabs. No, it was being rented out because she's all over. She bounces all over. So she Airbnbs her shit a lot. So she couldn't even go to her own house. So we ended up going there the next day when these people fucked off. But we ended up renting a Airbnb and hanging out. We went and had dinner and walked on down the beach and shit, blah, 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 blah. But I honestly, and then we did a podcast with Newberg. We did Newberg's show, the four of us,
Yep.
and kicked it around and had fun. But honestly, I didn't think she liked me at all. You know, we had a blast that night. We were drinking, having a good time, playing music. We ended up hanging out 2 days later or whatever over at her house and going in her pool and met her son and her dog. And like, we had fun, but there was no fucking like,
Chemistry.
dude, she didn't even look at, she looked at me like, ugh. And so I was just like, all right, whatever. So there's not a whole lot to that story to tell.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh yeah, I hooked up with her, it was fucking great. You know, I dumped her ass. No, she.
But you did go on a date with Nicole Curtis, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, sure. All right, T. Detroit Lions player hit by a car
Oh, yeah.
in his yard.
Yes.
Eric
Andelsek.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Francis sent us that. I was like,
Yes,
of
thank you.
course.
I know. It's hard to remember that shit all the time right off the top of your head here. But
All right.
what a tragedy.
Let's see. Please cover what's going on with Target. Love you guys. Kind regards, Jennifer. Target, go woke, go broke. We've talked about it.
A little bit. We
Little
played
bit.
the video the other day.
Was Target the one we?
Yeah, they were in Target. Fucking, that's the one that they had all the trans shit and kids
Yeah.
tuck suits and all that kind of
Right,
stuff.
right.
And they were like, "Oh, we'll move them to the back of the store," and everybody was like, "Ha, too late.
Yeah.
No, fuck you."
Yes.
But
yes,
I haven't
yes,
seen the
yes.
numbers. I don't know if it's quite Bud Light level fallout yet, but I've heard that they're getting their dicks kicked in a bit.
Huge.
Yeah.
You know, that's true. It's just, I don't know. I think we're trying not to do too much trans stuff. And because literally every day you could pick 15 stories that are all some wacky fucking trans thing going on, you know? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Better to pick and choose. But yeah, you know, these companies are learning, and I think that's a good thing. Whether you agree with whatever the movement is or not, I do like seeing people go, you know what? I'm not cool with this, and I'm going to show you how not cool I am with it. Because for so long, people have just been so scared to say anything for fear of being labeled a bigot or a phobe of some sort or whatever.
Yeah.
That they, you know, women are starting to stand up like, yeah, this is kind of bullshit. These dudes are playing sports with us and kicking our cans. So
It's down.
it's nice to see a little bit of that.
They're down 13% in the last month.
Oof.
That's a pretty
That's
good hit.
billions.
That's a pretty good hit.
Yeah, sure is. All right, let's call it there, T.
Dessert.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging with us this week. We certainly appreciate that. Have a great weekend. And for our members, heads up for some exclusive content we'll drop this weekend at some point. And the rest of you have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you soon.